Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
You are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more updates. Like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can also leave a comment after watching or send us your voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277-128-777. Thank you. Join me listening to what we have for you today. Thank you.
Mustapha Abubakar na ewa ye twetwe komatizere kan no deputy CEO Emma Maslock wadi card ya to ye ni mana mo ni mo hwe e wo TV no so no ebra ye ko break wo radio nko aso no wadi card ya to ye nim se eba obi a wo peso wo gina so be president no e wo se ye pa baso nko obi a ye be veti wo mo ansa ne mo makonya se ubetime gina be pe president Ibre no na wo kire ni enti a won kasa no
yes, because the American, you are going to be given a country to manage. Yenina yesika, yenina yejapadiye, ye the Bible Mao as president to manage for us on our behalf. Inti I was say yenya all your friends and various agencies. They say Guta, they say Abuso Spare Parts, they say the farmer unions, they say IMF, the Christian body, the Muslim body. Yenina yetnasi. Neyema presidential candidates na obian betinasi. Then we can take your record one by one to be able to assess you and ask you questions. Say, Dr. Mahmoud Bahomia, Obe Kacha and say 120 billion now, John Jamani Mahama, Ejama, no, fitting Kurma time, ABC President Mahama, 120 billion. Oh, say, and you say, Yabobusia,
yeah,
and you say, I mean, we shouldn't, our debt shouldn't have reached that level.
Yeah,
it's the one economic messiah. One Yankopan Suma will say, Bebuagana for now, Omuba, no, meaning say, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, son of Kawa Jabez Smith, whether going forward is a disease, but he prefers going backwards. And so from 120 billion to 658 billion. Man, me know Yadikasi say 21,933.
Wow.
You understand the point I'm making? Tell me which serious country will allow such a person to rule. The Bank of Ghana governor is still there. We're making loss of about 60 billion already. The first in the history of our country. 60 billion Ghana cedis. You're making loss. But Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, you're the head of the economic management team. It is our person by your president. Call the IMF, call the World Bank, call the European Union, call the various traders associations and whatever. Then for then Bisa say, how did we arrive at the 658 billion?
Okay.
Then Bisa question. Then Bisa President Mahama so Obama say, may 120 billion, even though one G up to that level, Obiano saw about 50 something billion within that is bracket. But or try and say but you
no I mean, it's a vetting process here. Okay.
No, for those ones. When say about one day, Obia better for crime so actually, you know, and then the ordinary Ghanaian who is in the village or was interlands no on to me beside question. And being a Mikato say vetting now you cannot, and even a girl no echo beside our nursing training college no. That is a kind of a vetting or exposing Baumia. Or exposing them clearly. Inti sab kind of virtue no, all the teacher training unions nase, all the good at nase, all the TUC nase, and some other unions say, yen bisa question, including journalists. And IMF, I want IMF to be part. I mean, World Bank, European unions, all the partners, donor partners, or Montanase. Then yen bisa the question. And you saw the same thing happening, especially with Al Jazeera.
Yeah.
What do you think, say, up to now, no, President Akufo-Addo, and Baumia meet the press? For about 4 or 5 years, someone meets the press. Because they are afraid of the questions that you would be asking. They are almost throw questions now if the Captain Smart and I say, Mugabe baby, sir. And so they are running away from accountability. And so for me, any serious country with Baumia trying to say Obejina, I think that should be scrutinized. You're subjecting to strict proof to be able to tell us how we arrive at the 658 billion.
Well, okay, and Nimguasia Semi, Yankasamfa, Attorney General Minister for Justice, Nassim Yadan Wendy. Ewo court nanu ya no ebi se bi nsi da say yenya se obi a ne wasema ba na wa accuse attorney general say ono no hye no se won kodi adanse krumu and what is ebi esi wo mamu ada.
You know, a lot of things are happening this time around, make us unprecedented. And that is why I'm afraid Senator Duncan Williams, I mean Archbishop Duncan Williams say Ghana is drifting away from democracy. We are not practicing democracy, they say. What we are practicing is some kind of autocracy. You understand the point? And so it's like in Yamabi you and I, we just don't understand. Because at 2 force, and then why just to letters of credit. out of the Bank of Ghana under the authority of his Minister of Finance. I hope you understand the point.
Contention is without authorization.
Oh, of course. Who the seal?
This is contention.
Who the seal? That Minister of Finance seal. No, be me Mao. This is Minister Nankasa de Mao. And Mr. Tekpa Eba Court. Ebeka said yes, he gave the authorization. So it should tell you that there is a motive, a sinister motive, just to get Atu Forson. Because why? Atu Forson, Udima, recently on the KPMG SML report, KPMG SML report, no, he forced. He's one of the people who forced Nana to say unreleased report way against their wish. So they've not been happy with Atu Forson. Number two, recently also security agency recruitment way or expose said they are going to recruit about 30 people for each constituency. They were not happy about him. And so last week, I'm saying, I'm for a minority, majority, or president in China.
Yeah.
You understand the point? What was the essence? Trying to see how best they can build relationships so that they can work together and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, that's the MPP for you. You believe them at your own, what?
Peril.
I'm telling you. They will stab you in the back. Atu knows them very well. And Omni say Atu Forson, Ayobia, he's a very strict person. He would not succumb to anything. Until they are finding ways and means to try to find Atu Forson guilty at all costs. Meanwhile, you are digging a hole for Atu Forson to fall, but you don't know that the hole is deeper. That you yourself as Godfrey what is his crime? So with your ambulance, and the company say, Big C say, for ambulance in the bra, we will take back the ambulance and give you your money.
Agency
Debbie. So Ghana for Yesika, Yesika, almost say Sika. We said, okay, now bring back the ambulances. We will give you your money, maybe with penalties whatsoever. You said no. Which one do you want? Your money or the ambulance? Now the ambulance are still here. What are you doing with the ambulances? I hope you understand the point I'm making. So it should tell you that these people don't mean well.
But Jack Lastam, no,
and American, you see, in all of this, you will be in 2008. In fact, Atuchikata, Efa Salome, and some few people, they made noise. They tried to deal with Chachu. Just about some few months, elections, what did President Kufuor do? He withdrew and said, he has given them pardon or something.
Yeah.
I am saying, within the twinkle of an eye, God has a way of exposing such people like what? Godfrey Dame. Nyankopon and Master, you will see here, within the twinkle of an eye. Nobody ever thought, say, as an attorney general, over accused person, say, Yanko Shia baby. Now, how you can incriminate what Atu Forson. But you see, God is not asleep. The God of Atu Forson and NDC is not asleep. Almost tried with a sin off. They failed. They've tried with so many people. They are failing. And I'm telling you that when your time is up, it's up. You cannot do anything about it. That is a fact.
I mean, to what extent now? Case we and travel call. I mean, general legal.
General legal concept. May make and even though it's not in our laws, but my proposal going forward, and of course, for me, and I know our party will not go and petition the General Legal Council as it is now. No. We don't believe in that. Oh, no. For me, we believe in the court of public opinion. And the judge sitting on our 214 case, we respected judge, we salute her. But I'm saying beyond this, I am saying that there should be a higher authority beyond Ghana, especially within ECOWAS or African Union, where if you have a grievance on such matters like this, grave issues like this, on Godfrey Dame, you should be able to refer to it. Not only on Godfrey Dame issue, but on electoral matters. I will say it may refer because you see sometimes yet now your mind sabi anything or I mean any resurrection ever or any coup d'etat before the African leaders will begin to say let's allow bygones to be, let's make peace come whatsoever. No, there be. I will say as some way by we should be able to petition a higher body within ECOWAS. Say ECOWAS, this is our attorney general. This is what we're doing because we know, sir, we are not going to get justice within the Ghanaian authority. No, we are petitioning you to look into this matter for us.
But we are sovereign country.
Why do you think that we go to the International Court of Justice? Who sentenced people like Gbagbo and Chastel and Ewemo? Say International Court of Justice. Tell your court or Liberia. We have courts within Cote d'Ivoire and the rest. But we go to that higher level. There should be a system where we can report some of these things. Where I say, justice for Ghana, we can go to the higher authority, which is ECOWAS. After all, they are what? Heads of state. They have also, we trade amongst ourselves. They have the economic department of ECOWAS. They have other sectors, including the judiciary and so on and so forth. And so if we have something like an ECOWAS court, where we can take our grievances to, we should be able to carry and petition them and say that, Godfrey Dame, this is what they are engaging. This is a serious offense that you should be resigning by now. By enjoying no person fast now then so that you can go and speak to some media houses so that they can water the thing down. It will not work. His cup is full. And so as soon as possible, on even electoral matters, send an electoral commission there should be a way where we can also write or petition to the electoral bodies outside. And necessarily observers about so that when we are not satisfied with what the Messiah is doing on certain matters, especially on the missing BVRs and so on and so forth, we can report for them to look into it before an election is done. We don't want any surprises on the SAL issue. Never. But we don't agree. And so for me, Godfrey Dame is in a serious trouble. And as an attorney general, say ACP Agojo he tried to put ACP Agojo and Martin Kweku said it. He pulled him in just like that. And you should be wondering why President Kufuor even had to withdraw Gloria Kufu. That's his former boss as a Minister of Justice. There should be something, I'm telling you, investigate it. The former Attorney General under President Kufuor, Gloria Kufu. I didn't know President Kufuor, they got for Dami by. There were certain things, Dami is the hatchet man for Kufuor in some of these things.
Okay, talk about electoral matters now. Yamna registration exercise. At least easy. What the guy said country anymore. But say what the 2 days we have account. Emwa.
Of course, she has to succumb to the pressure. Her staffs are on the ground. 2 days or 3 days of the exercise, it didn't go well. Obianim said there were 40, with their machines. And so it is only proper and fair that that opportunity, you extended. Because you said how many days? From the 7th to 27th.
Yeah.
And if within 2 days there's been lapses or challenges, it's only proper for you to extend it. And so reasoning, for me, I think that it makes sense. Say, Ghana for soon, say, extended. And so that is one aspect. But what I want to say about this limited registration exercise is say, share your national executives, regional, constituency, branch, assemblymen, and ward coordinators, and so on and so forth. And so far, so good. And I know that there's been a number of challenges at Abba. But then Maminka, especially through Kaswa Ewutu Senya East, on the challenges as a Muslim, I'm very much concerned because when say the number of complaints at Abba at the level, say they are challenging a lot of the Zabrama for Nifulani for no. Up to now, I see
Zabrama for the Fulani.
Zabrama for Nifulani. Say I'm to mean Kachia, then you are not a Ghanaian. How can you use tree as a yardstick to judge who is a Ghanaian, who is not a Ghanaian? How can you? Even Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Nkasa, can you resent now or tree? Say I'm a man prisini.
Yeah.
So how can you open Tichuya? Not any problem. Because there are thousands and millions in the northern Ghana and even the Volta region, and even outside Accra, who cannot speak the true language.
Yeah.
How can you say that they are not Ghanaians? That's why the mere appearance or say Oboni didn't say Aisha to Seidu, and I say Latifa to Abubakar say, oh, they be on your Ghanaian. You are challenging. Inti what say? Oma challenging be break. Get to serve. Oma challenging more than 1,000 people. And so I ask myself, who is a Ghanaian? The constitution is clear, but because these people are Muslims, and then they are Zongo people, we must deprive them from registering because they are going to vote for a particular what?
But that's what the because
Nima the same thing.
MP
of course, Hawa. And I can see they preach virtue and practice vice. Samir Anka, that is why you saw a video of one of the Fulani people that you've taken this for granted. Obama in 2016 saying to Abamao, and some of our people voted for you. Now we come and we want to register as Ghanaians. You said no. And NIA card, there be. Voters ID card, there be. Passport. I say the chief of Fulani Koforodia, the Eastern Regional Koforodia chief. Fulani chief of Koforodia. Ne buy your passport. That's about 2-3 months ago. Obo the day said, oh yeah, then was be Fulani. Said no, we'll not do the passport for you. I was there. The Fulani chief.
Challenging.
Almost challenging the bar. So on your Ghanaian. Meanwhile, the father is the Fulani chief of Eastern Region, Koforodia.
But the burden of proof, agent. They are all challenging.
Of course, that is what the MPP government is made of, and that is why when they come crying, say we have a Muslim vice president, we have a Muslim national coordinator, and so on and so forth. Those people, excuse me to say, are not there for the Muslims. They are there for themselves. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for God's sake, how many times haven't you heard say a number of times of these challenges, no, ever for, I mean, it comes to Kremefor or Muslims. How many times? Then you wake up and you go to tafsir. Or I call Masalachi, so I'm one of you. Or more called Tamale recently, only Minister of Finance. Or Minister of Finance, before. What's a call your friends in Tamale? What could share imams? What say, oh, we are here for you. This is one of you. This is blah, 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 blah. Look at the Hajj board. Look at the Hajj board. What is happening at the Hajj board as a Muslim vice president? And then, for the first time in the history, Yama a quota. When they say your quota, the Saudi authorities every country. Yama 6,700.
Yeah.
Say Muslim for be a person of Mecca. You have a quota of 6,700. As we speak, according to the Hajj board chairman, Oka chairman last week, Yeshua Masalachi, 6,000 Ghanaians have gone through the back door to Mecca.
Hey.
Oh no, the car. 6,000 Ghanaians after a trade ako Mecca.
People say it means
that. Under all the Christian presidents we have received from '92, from the Fourth Republic, seen there, or even from Nkrumah days, seen there, see that. Of course, and that is why I'm saying because of the high cost, 75,000 Ghana cedis, 750 million. 750 million. Say a pilgrim should pay before going to Hajj. Why? Even though you say Hajj is not for the poor, Uniska, Nyankopon Amaosa relief, no. But then at least Obian himself, Onipa, the farmers, the market sellers, and some of our people trading small for everybody. And just a privilege, say right, said Nyankopon, I don't know, Oshrawa, you need to embark on that journey. Now I call one who President Mahama, 11,900. One fan called 12,000, 11,900. Or say, was subsidized Amamo, one fan called Hajj. Now, as a Muslim, now what jump it from 11,000, what would you call about 15,000 or so?
Yeah.
And then it went to 30 something, 18, and then went to 39,000, and then jumped to 75,000 last year and this year. And the amount for Omonim said they can use $3,000 less than 40,000 or 50,000 to go to Hajj.
The city
is 15.5 now. And that you are charging $6,500 per person. Meanwhile, our neighbors, the people, your friends in Togo, almost charge 3.5 million CFA. Converted to dollar is $5,100.
What?
Togo ha. Benin is around $5,100. Benin. Nigeria is 6.9 million naira. 6.9 million naira Nigeria. And so when you convert, it's around 5,400.
Hey.
You understand the point? When you come, it's around 5,400.
And I had the number 75,000.
75,000.
75 million.
750 million.
750 million.
And then he said, we are pushing a Muslim vice president. A Muslim vice president. Togo, Benin, Nigeria, their prices are less. Until last year, Omukota na yamama 6,000. Ghana, Omama a quota 6,000 for Muslims. Say Uncle Mecca. Just less than 4,000. And it's me for Hajj board. Majority like 2,500. Echo through the back door. Echo Mecca. They went to Mecca. You can't stop them because they've seen that in certain places it is affordable. Why are other countries surrounding us affordable and yet Ghana is at a high cost, huge cost? People are making money out of Hajj today.
Today Ghana no, and I'm saying what was wrong.
Of course. Until Ko Airport is here, fitting last 3 weeks, last 2 weeks. A lot of people, Emirates, Turkey, Morocco Airlines. I mean, people are just leaving the country.
Wow.
And you are saying that a Muslim vice president, and you wake up as a Muslim vice president. Now for imams omombra na mo beji Hajj ticket, free Hajj ticket. Now my friend imam we beji free Hajj ticket. My friend chief way come and take Hajj ticket free.
We don't
know how they got it. We don't know. And the imams they said Debbie, I won't take this Hajj ticket. Because so one person born Muslim na Muslim for then should have subsidized the price. They said John Dramani Mahama.
Wow.
Subsidize the price of Hajj for everybody to afford, not only for a few. Why would you call an imam say Beji Hajj ticket? Now say imam say Debbie mean to me because me I could be there, and as a farmer will be say Debbie. So the mama will be there and the young farmer. So you should tell you the motive that they want those imams, and those imams are also calling us, telling us that this is what they are doing.
And said about your influencers,
of course, so that they can shut their mouths.
Wow.
And I'm asking the imams, the chiefs, and say, don't you see the real attitude of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? How many times in the year 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, all the Nkwafu Hajj? How many times?
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden. Last year and this year, you had the Malans for Echo Hajj. You had the Malans for Echo Mecca. Now, hey, Yaba, and no. And then you come, your Zongo communities excuse you to say, it's not something that we should talk about. Where are the schools? No schools. Ultimately, Besane said, oh, South Korea, what do I call Imam, no say, Uncle Hajj, Abra Wako Bidano. Young Franco sees senior high schools now, promise you can't even talk about it. The same finance minister. Moko now your friend Santa Mali. Say Mo can say, Dr. Mahama on a Muslim. Say you the finance minister. On our throw say LGBTQ. Ma President Kufuor and sign the bill no. You the finance minister.
Yeah.
I mean I'm a Muslim. Okay, President Kufuor man is signing as a Muslim. Now you go and stand before the imams and chiefs of Northern Region Tamale, telling them that oh, Bawumia is one of you. We should vote for him. He's a Muslim. And come Obama Yeden. If you believe in Islam. If you believe in Islam, and the Mahmoud Bawumia will not sit down and tell us that he cannot speak about what. And I say, on to me, and convincing the president, so on signing LGBTQ, you know. Because the same person, also we are Jabez Smith, and I'm but what to me, you have a question about nursing training, you know.
Yeah.
You are able to call the Minister of Finance, say, you should release money for them.
Yeah.
Jabez Smith, almost me instructions, oh, so almost me instructions, why can't you now call on the Finance Minister to withdraw the letter of the LGBTQ? So that the president can sign. Or why can't you convince the president? If the president is even interested in getting you to become president, God forbid, though, why is he not heeding to your call? But now, Masalachi, after pressure upon pressure, because President Mahama declared his stance that only last Eid, and about me, PK say, or no, on the LGBTQ, I mean, it's against it, blah, blah, blah. Why can't you tell your president to sign it? So, person who the president are, because both the Christian fraternity, both the traditional authorities, both the Muslim fraternity is against it. The Yana, the Nairi, and all the big chiefs, Jagbongura and the rest are against it. So why can't Bawumia ask the finance minister and the president say, President, sign it for us?
But I mean,
there's a motive.
I mean, Andam, ne Nina Soye, Yesika Sem, IMF, Aye Kwei, any issues and so a bit my back. Does it suffice?
Massa, Usha's car, yet shrill or mine with more.
Yeah.
IMF Skakwa and Nessa, but COVID, send her by. Cast your brain back. COVID. Send her back, Ghana. More than $2 billion.
Yeah.
What was the money used for? What was the money used for himself? So much charity, say Granot. Felicia Tete, Sanarugu, a piece, you know.
Yeah.
Or say Yama 20,000 Ghana cedis. Yama the constituency chairman say, Yama the DCE say. They share the money amongst themselves. And then what is happening? Dr. Mahmoud, that's what I'm saying that matter, nobody should come and tell us that oh, IMF is behind and so on and so forth. There be other countries like Nigeria want banning I mean LGBTQ.
That's right.
Yeah, more loans and they giving them loans. And the Europeans and IMF giving them loans. What are they talking about? Almost this kind of now we can catch power the fair. Originated appointment. Or say nobody should blame IMF or COVID whatsoever. It is reckless expenditure.
And we have. Okay.
But let me come to the issue of your friend saying the way. Minya, one of the things that are high as Kremofor. When we say Omoko Mecca recently, what did they say? Almost say passport price, almost increase passport price from 100 to 500 cedis. Meboa. I'm increase 150 to about 700.
Yeah.
Acquisition of passport qua a year demand among four. And we were the first people to have fallen into it because Hajj you couldn't do anything about it to help us. Say, oh, even let's wait to see how best we can acquire our passport.
As head of economic,
yes, as a Muslim vice
team.
president.
Yeah, Muslim vice.
No school to show, no university to show, nothing to show. And you go and promise the people Tamale say, "What we see Masalachi Mamo." Subhanallah. What we see Masalachi Abra, Masalachi and as a mosque, Ebu Bebre, NGOs, Siama Bebre. That's the only thing you can tell them. You can't even promise them a university like President Rawlings and that the NDC will build UDS for them. You can't build any nursing thing for them. As a Muslim vice president, you are making hardship. Today, you may know you're celebrating. I mean, Muslims, Eid in the next 2-3 weeks. The price of a sheep today, only 5,000, 6,000. You can't buy a sheep. Or join 50 million, 60 million. You can't get a sheep. Meanwhile, under President Mahama, 900 cedis. You get a very big sheep under President Mahama 2016. A cow today, only 8,000, 10,000. You will not get a good cow, a nice cow to be able to slaughter for your Eid. And then 10,000. Under President Mahama, ukita 3,000, 4,000. Ubanya big one, a cow. Today you need about 10,000, 15,000 to be able to buy a cow. But let's zoom into our President Mahama.
Enemy business.
President Mahama said, sometimes you may think because you're burning and I say yeah NDC for we will just come and eulogize him. And I say yeah praising him. Me person obo tapes me no
okay.
One on the Ahmadiyya Imam. And then I'll come for John Dramani Mahama. And second on our minister Reverend I say Isud Anaba.
Yeah,
Reverend Isud Anaba. Yeah. Mami, okay. That kind of mami.
Okay, but in the case of a media leader, no, yes. We are sure say no kasa for President Mahama.
Oh, massa.
Was it a leader?
David said, okay, no.
Okay, what do you hear?
What do you hear? I want them to listen to
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a sword with two edges. Both edges are very sharp. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is culturally a Muslim. If I invite him here to call the Azan for you, you will wonder that he's the one. I can assure you he can do it very well. You will not believe it. And he can lead you in Salat. But he is religiously a Christian. But in practical life, both a Muslim and a Christian. Unless until you see him in church, you will find it very difficult to tell whether he actually is a Muslim or a Christian. I'm just trying to tell you that he's a leader. It's the human being that matters to him, not what you say you are. And that is not self-centered.
Okay. All right, you call Reverend Isud Anaba. You hear and no anafe yaba alajoni atwa komono so. Reverend
stories. I have had experiences with two presidents. Two presidents in Ghana. President John Mahama, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. These two men. You know, you think that you are a pastor, you can't approach a president. I'm in Lagos, a pastor has an accident in Nandom. His head is broken. He must get to Accra, otherwise he will die. Dr. Mustapha, my good friend, called me. He said, Osofu, where are you? I said, I'm in Lagos. Dr. Mustapha said, Eastwood, I have an emergency. One of our pastors, his head is broken. He's in Nandom, a pastor of ICGs. Can you help by calling the government so that they send the air ambulance to pick the guy to hospital? Otherwise, we are going to lose him. I was in Lagos with mommy. I called President John Mahama. I said, Your Excellency. He said, where are you? I said, I'm in Lagos. But I have a problem. I have a pastor friend. He's a pastor of ICGs. He has had an accident in Nandom. We need the air ambulance to carry him. He told me, he said, my brother, I'm going to call the Air Force commander and I'll be back with you in 30 minutes. In less than 10 minutes, he called me back. He said, the Air Force commander is going to call you back in a few minutes. By the time he put down the phone, Air Force commander called.
All right, it's your friend, no? And at the
these are when we two top religious leaders in the country.
Okay.
One from the Muslim fraternity and the other from the Christian fraternity. It summarizes who President Mahama is. Honest, sincere, caring, and humble leader. On Chantro. President Mahama on Chantro. If he says that I will do this, I will do it. So when he says to me, yeah, Baba wants to say, sorry, I cannot do it. On to say, yeah, Bakono. I will Chantro train Nairi. So Baba see 1 billion, your friend saying, Palugu Dam. Modi $11.9 million equity Palugu Dam. You would like to Nairi, because that stretch is within Nairi's what? Domain.
That's right.
Once, Uko Chantro so X-ray, Yana. So Baba see Yendi airstrip. President Mama Nyesada. Onyesada. Yendi airstrip. Up to now, Yendi airstrip no omenye. All these are big things I'm talking to you about. Nairi and Yana, you lied to them after lying to the chief imam on building his school. Usanko Central Region Eco Chom Trose, Ubabisi Airport Amomo. And I want it.
Yeah.
The same Mahmoud Bawumia. So how can you trust such a person? All these leaders know the kind of person Bawumia is. So when Bawumia says something today, to say something ABF say kind of or chow good morning, look at the position of the sun before you respond.
Power, the fam.
That's Bawumia for you. But John Dramani Mahama, look at the visionary leader. May catch out the BIA say, Rich Hospital, we call Rich Hospital no. On him says, all structure no honum. Obabesi new one or one can say my young bubu honum or say leave it like that. Let people continue to go to that hospital. Let me build this one.
Yeah.
But what did Nanado do? La General Hospital there no. Or ya then instead of say obepe as I say was we no never see new one no. Ububu La General Hospital. So where people go for their health we care no. What bubu ni now there's no La General Hospital. There's nothing happening.
Omo ye ba omo si nsuo no.
Oh yes, every day they'll give you excuse. Say I the one no cry. Omuka say how many years ni? You understand the point I'm making? A visionary leader, John Dramani Mahama. Say on your door ambulance now, President Mahama buy no. On himself, some of you are paying for how do you say the pregnant women.
Yes,
some of them cannot even get access to come to the hospital. Some of our market women cannot even wake up from their market centers and come to what the hospital. Or say let me get this on your door vans. I had to say a mini clinic. Half on what? Or half closer to you, half on wheels. So that you can come. Say what dental problem and bra. They will check on you. Say what a pim for kwaba. At least they can find a way to stabilize you a bit.
Yeah.
He wants to bring healthcare to the comfort of your homes or your communities. That's a visionary leader. Must dump all these vehicles. Nothing is happening. President Mahama, look at the visionary leader. President Mahama himself, Accra will be congested one day. So what did he do? He said the vehicles are coming into the country so many times. Into Yempe Metro Mass, and I said Yempe Ayalolo buses, more buses, or the Ayalolo way by. I was there that day. I'm a commission. Achimota Terminal. Fifi Kwete was the transport minister.
Yeah.
President Mahama Emma man for Epake or Mukas. Say you can take this Ayalolo from one end to another without bringing your car inside the city, so that the city can be decongested. When mobile, what did they do? They grounded all the buses. President Mahama, and him say nurses for Beko training schools, and I said training nurses no. We school about or say Mamisi hospitals bebre.
Power.
So he started building. Apart from the Rijame boy, Bank of Ghana Hospital.
Yeah.
Your friend say
University of Ghana.
Yes, University of Ghana Hospital.
Center. Maritime.
Any guy each hospital.
Yeah.
Many of those hospitals bebre. What did happen? And there, when mobile they stopped all the works. COVID they quickly rushed their people toward the University of Ghana Hospital, maybe at John Mahama here, and then East Hospital. That's where they send their people to. Nurses are, and can also continue with this project, so that when they finish school, they can come and get jobs. A lot of nurses are almost Piketi. Now over 6,000 nurses have left the country. For what? Abroad.
Yeah.
6,000 nurses, unprecedented in the history of Ghana.
Yeah.
President Mahama's vision was that let's build a lot of, including what? Some military hospital.
That's right. A ferry.
Wow, hospital. Regional hospitals in President Mahama, that's the visionary leader. A visionary leader knowing that Kotoka International Airport is now too small to be able to accommodate bigger airlines, and let's build you Terminal 3. A modern terminal.
Power, the fam.
Or Sankoe, and now you see Terminal 3, it paid for itself. One kofa from the books of Finance Minister Betraka Dabi, Terminal 3 and Kasa, the Ghana Airport Company, that's the visionary leader.
Oh, baby, Paula do much.
Of course, baby,
Ghana Airport Company.
Christmas tree director no. Yes. President Mahama decided we need buy it. And then he said, let me build Kumasi the same. Phase 1, phase 2, President Mahama. He commissioned the first one round with what? Asante Hine. So okay that day.
Yeah, no more.
People were happy. And he said that the terminals and the designs and everything were going to unroll. Today, people have gone their own person taking credit. Not even shameful, say, Obetumaka say, President Mahama started this project. And I came to continue. Since I said President Mahama, a visionary leader, truthful leader, Obabe be a breedam no offer President Kufuor.
Yeah.
President Mos Ababe be a commission N1 no offer President Kufuor. We always give respect to those who start. But what about these people? No, they don't care. All they feel is about themselves. President Mahama, Abra called the same Hajj. Okay, Tamale, not Tamale Airport. Runway, no, almost expanded runway, no, some 1 or 2 infrastructures over Honum. So our people could fly from Tamale to what? Mecca directly.
Yeah.
Tell me what Bawumia has done. The only thing Bawumia is my year in all of these airports and say, awarding the contract. 52 million Ghana in this contract to his brother, Ibrahim Bawumia. That's the only thing Bawumia is my year. 52 million to go and patch potholes. Oko patch potholes. How are your friends saying? Sudan Airport.
Yeah.
runway. Extend it from what 1,280 to what 1,004. Is that also 120 or 180 meters? Sorry. Extend it to about 1,400. So 100 meters no or 120 meters no cost Ghana and some of the 52 million Ghana cedis. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia brother. Where can Ibrahim Mahama na koya ya? Anka Ghana, Daniel Butu. I'm telling you. Ibrahim Mahama, sir or donor way no.
Yeah.
One of
our castle be free.
Free.
Yeah.
So Mutamska now 200 million what? Dollars. Giving it to your cronies. How come a sanitation minister cannot make millions of dollars and put it under the bed? For a maid servant now to be richer than even some bank managers. How come? Only under the MPP. So, Baumia, need say, me and my family. Oh, ni brother, ni father-in-law, Ramadan, Alhaji Ramadan, Ghana's ambassador to UAE. Huh? Fauzi, scholarship, on this scholarship thing. Ni Kronis, Abu Ramadan, or Wanadmu. That's Baumia, brother-in-law. The other brother-in-law is the special assistant to Samira. And also, of course, on Mama is scholarship, 17,000 pounds. Say, Uncle UK school, one to Uncle. 17,000 pounds is about 333,000 Ghana cedis. Fauzi, Baumia. And I say your friends and Samira, we know. Yes, Fauzi. 17,000 pounds. 17,000 pounds. Yes, if I call school or UK, one call school, no. It's kind of so when you ash. Do you understand the point I'm making? And these are people, you will say Morocco for no. Some students in Morocco, some of the Muslim or Ghanaian students are suffering and crying. Yeah. Look at what the woman was saying, girl. See a pad, sanitary pad on Timinia. Sanitary pad on Timinia.
And almost also a Muslim country.
I'm telling you, a Muslim country. This is a very strict country. Yeah. So once we are, they'll just sack them. The ambassadors, there's one more acting in one. I mean, in quick we are. They'll sack
but them. 10 months or 7 years can you?
11 months, even to 11 months.
Wow.
11. Meanwhile, you're awarding scholarship to your own chronics. Like granotes. So are you caring for the people of Ghana? Say yes, some man will say, oh dear, your mama was just 4 years. Oh dear, Asbamia, oh 8 years. 8 years. And you are putting us in this what? Particular situation.
But say, oh Kuyen. But Mahama, you know, when you point for so just 4 years. And you know bit my
the constitution of Ghana, every president 4 years.
Yes.
And Sana will renew term. And that 4 years, President Mahama was the Obetma year. Infrastructure, everybody can see from the second interchange to your friends saying to the terminal to the hospitals. Everything everybody can see.
But to be a woman, no, a different from time our Bible.
If we
say
one, I don't say President Mahama time. Saudi Kakrana 120 billion. We there divided by the number of people Ghanaians. It be 25 million. Today, you and I are owing. We are owing. Today, say it is only by grace that we are surviving. Oh, you living house. So 1 year problem. Master, then you should be thankful. So 1 year problem, and with your case because of chop money. So you never come market, and they acquire the price of royal. 25 kilo rice has gone up. The next day, your wife asks you for money to go. Okay, so oh, yeah, increase it to.
So exactly my point. It's better than repair. Now,
that is why he needs to leave.
No make up Mahama, President Mahama. A better no repairs are mess way. Now was also build on the policies of President
Mahama used just 3 months, 3 years, and some 3 months. Because some of the nickel court and they destabilized the no. President Kufuor will say the dollar was 1 cedi to $1. 1 cedi to $1 under what Kufuor. Under Mahama it was what 1 cedi to $2. 2 cedis to $1. Yeah. You have every power. You can say your dollar, your cedi, now your
380.
380 or 4. Let's say 4. $1, 4 cedis. So within President Mahama time, that 8 years of President Kufuor time was just $1, 1 cedi. No, ABC President Mahama time 2016, dollar to cedi was increasing it just by 3 cedis.
Yeah, 3 cedis.
And 2, 3, 4. That's 3 cedis. Yeah. Now watch within 7 years. Of what Baumia, ya Jaima for 4 cedis, to 15 cedis. Calculate and see. How many?
That's like 12 cedis.
12 cedis difference. Wow. In 7 years, ya mao. Now we 8 years, ya mano. When the president most, ya mao 8 years. Now it's more for $1. Cedis 1 cedi to 4 cedis to $1. Now just within 7 years. So you're telling us that when we give you another 8 years, Sebi, God forbid. It means that you are taking the dollar to what? 30 Ghana cedis.
But I mean, Adam, what different explanation crowd way. The person who tie no. With the main card your kind. Mr. Mummy, a year Dr. Amin Adam, in finance minister no. Or no in church move cedi no. I was say 1 year work no any calculation now. Why year the chair and central for the Ghana for you now. Also based on that calculation no. Cedi na what the name my form to say here. I'm out for year the account was. Would you show way, mommy?
24 with a cumulative depreciation of 14.2% as of May 20th, 2024, compared to 20.7% recorded in the same period in 2023. And therefore, people may see the cedi depreciating fast recently. If you compare the depreciation year to date, from January to date, the cedi has depreciated by about 14.2%. Same time last year, it depreciated by 20.7%. So on that, comparative basis, we are safe to conclude that the cedi is still strong, very strong. We expect the stability to improve into the medium term as we complete debt restructuring, as we make progress on fiscal consolidation.
Maybe we have to look for the tweet.
Yeah.
And then bisa among interview Guta for among mamu cameras for bisa Guta. And then Abusoka spare parts. I'm sure there are videos which I will forward to you of some of the people complaining about how omutimi yomunyama habo. And then $10,000 and the President Mahama now 40,000 Ghana cedis. And yes, sir, $10,000. Now Abubakar say and then $10,000 I have 155,000 Ghana cedis no. I say minya about 11,000 difference and some so and some betemenya and I say me yika every habo. They tell me that it is better than what last year. Nipa unya E last year. And I say unya F last year. Who pass mark ASC, ABC, they say some exams.
Yeah.
And I unya F last year. E and F fail, total failure. And the Obanya E no also oh as I said last year unya F no in the E no I okay.
Let's just one thing.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Amta, Muslimin like Asasano. A Muslim speaking that way, toying with the people of Ghana, listen. Does he know the amount of money people are looking for every time to clear goods at the ports? Does he know how much people are losing every day? Who call shops are everybody's complaining about the cedi depreciating highly. And the mama will photo about this even Hajj rate we know. Hajj rate, no, even the Hajj rate, he cannot even control. So dear President Mahama,
President Mahama, it all depends on the men you have. And yet talk. Obianim the caliber of people like Forson Setekpe. We all know the caliber of person, President Mahama, the resource, human resource that we have as an NDC. We've done it before. And one of the things that President Mahama said, every $1 we about from, it is because you're investing into things that we import a lot. Sugar is one of the things we import. We spend millions of dollars importing sugar. President Mahama said, Yenye's Commander Sugar Factory spent millions of it. Mombra Namumba Peja Commander Sugar Factory. As I said, President Mahama said there be moon touch it. You left it and you have made it to rot. Meanwhile, Commander Sugar Factory could have saved us millions of dollars. And the cedi depreciation our cedi will begin to even appreciate because we will stop importing sugar. And I say we will just cut the importation of sugar at some point. The same way to the rice industry. And then some of our people are even into that rice farming. Obi to say Alhaji Tanko, former Hajj board chairman. Obi to say Akando, and some people are into rice. Why can't we support them? So at least they can be able to refine the rice. Young for equipment, they can refine the rice, and at least we can stop importation of the rice at some level. No, we can't ban it at that way. What can't we do? President Mahama say these are things that we can be able to. Poultry industry, only poultry for this year. Then why not? Let's support the poultry industry. Look at say even the pharmaceutical President Mahama sponsor, he gave them millions of dollars. About $90 million if I'm not mistaken.
True.
Yes, for the pharmaceutical industry, so they can produce their own drugs,
including tobacco.
Yeah. So President Mahama's vision is that all these importation companies, and also more important, once we're able to tackle rice, poultry, oil, sugar, pharmaceuticals, at least Ebama importation
bill will
perform, and then people will not be looking for dollars to say we are going to import. That is the visionary leader. But what are these people doing? And then they are giving tax waivers of about $300 million to the so-called 1D, 1F. Yeah, we are not seeing what they are doing. They are producing $300 million to cronies under the 1D, 1F tax waiver. Meanwhile, you are going to the IMF looking for $3 billion. Now, my tax waiver of about $300 million. Who is the money going to? And so that should tell you that these people are not visionary leaders. Almost bored. They only came to brag. And you see, my last point on this matter. And they say, Okotina, 1 year beyond Chantra, you lied to the chief imam, you lied to Nayiri, you lied to Yana, and you went to lie to pastors. Say, oh, they will not be taxing churches. You don't believe in taxing churches, you will pay. Then when you were exposed, now you come and say that, oh, you didn't mean that. And then Proverbs caught you. Proverbs chapter 27 caught you, 18 to 19. Or say, hey, anyone who will trick someone and then say, I was only joking, is like a fool who shoots flaming arrows into the air and accidentally kills someone. Proverbs, and expose you. Because you were standing, that's why I didn't quote any Quran or Hadith. Yeah. You were standing before pastors and you told them that, oh, we will not tax you. Later on you can say, oh, I was only joking. Proverbs, Uncle Kain. Man, Uncle Kain, wrong chapter, Uncle Kain the last time, no. Uncle Kain, this real chapter. But I'm telling you that from this time, everybody should begin to study what Alan Chamantin Aye, Kennedy Japan, Hobson Adoye, Bobia Samwa, Abubakar Sadiq. All these people were fighting for the MPP more than some of you, the communicators. Yeah. I am telling you, the MPP supporters, that your big men are chopping your money. They are willing the country to themselves. They are willing every Ghana's asset, including the state, to themselves. And letting you stand in the sun saying you are registering people for them. I'm telling you, Ghana is doomed. Those who think they love more MPP more than Alan Chamantin, today is out. If you love MPP more than Hobson Adoye, he's out. If you love MPP more than what? Bobia Samoa is out. Yeah. And the likes of Abubakar Sadiq. Just be wise and know that your vote is your secret. If you go to the ballot, vote for a leader like John Dramani Mahama, who will save you and my children for future. Thank you very much.
Very well, Alaji Mustapha Medo say any bra when your mind now pay with job as power 97.9. Can you know deputy CEO ever Maslock? My best bay. What do you get? Passionate Ghanaian.
The policies now, the Mahama policies now about me emission tax now also be levy open so ye can say levy no. Forson Harbors now also be canceling say anywhere. We see what Jabez Smith. Oh master.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciate your time. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, please do so for us. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to receive any update that will be loaded onto the platform. Thank you.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.